Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another Pokemon Scarlet stream. We're just gonna be continuing to work on our Shiny Dex. I think is all we're really gonna do today. Hello. Happy Tuesday. We're switching it up a little bit in terms of days this week, just because of the birthday and all that fun stuff. But I'm trying to figure out if there's a good way for me to get Pokemon Go on here. Because it is currently Swirlix Spotlight Hour. And it's a pretty good one. And so I wanted to see if there's a way for me to get. When I do the screen share, it has a black border, and so it's just really obnoxious. And there's this way that I think I can just get it to go, but it doesn't seem to like the I can't figure out how to basically just remove the black background, and it is bothering me. So I'm trying to, like, there's gotta be a way to do this. But I cannot figure out how. So we might not be able to do it. So, we will just, I guess, like, I feel like there's gotta be a way to basically say, like, don't show the black coloring on here. But it's just, I don't think that I can figure that out. Because, like, right now it looks like this, which works fine. But it's not really what we want. And there's a thing where if I do blending mode, there's like this blending mode thing, and I can, it does get rid of the black, but it kind of blends into the screen, which isn't awful. Like, it's not the best, but it's not bad by any means. It's like not the full screen, but at least it doesn't have black on the background. So this might be where we're at for now. And we'll just kind of go with it. And if something cool happens, we'll switch it. But I think this might be our best bet. So we'll just kind of, I guess, hang with it here. And if something cool happens in Pokemon Go, we'll go about that. But if for now, let's figure out what we're gonna hunt today. My thinking is that we could try and, ooh, it's the shooting stars again. Fun. We could try and redo Cloth. We got the 2 shiny Knackleys. That last time we tried. Outbreak wise, not really. I tried to do some outbreaks. We've got a Fortress, a Bergmite. There's a Barrascuda, Drifloon. We could do T. We could try and do the T hunt, if we felt like it. But honestly, the Sinistea is probably the best of the outbreaks. I tried resetting for like an hour. I started kind of resetting the what is it called? The outbreak starting at 5, just to see if I could get anything pretty cool, and didn't get super great, but we did get the T. So are we feeling T? All right, let's do the T. Let's see how it goes. And then yeah, we'll just be doing some somewhat translucent Swirlix in the background. Clicking on these every time they show up. But let's head over to Alfornata to try to hunt the T's. Also, why are these guys so hard to catch? Nobody knows. All right. Cheryl, let's go ahead and stop it. Stay on the ball. All right, so the T's are this way. So we'll go ahead and defeat 60 of them before we start our sandwich. That way we don't have to, although maybe we should wait for daytime? No, we'll see. All right, so we're just gonna start defeating 60 of these guys, and then we'll because otherwise we'll get like bayonets and apparently Greavard. A 3, 4, 5. They're so little. 6. But yes, how's everybody's Tuesday going? Anything eventful? Ah. He's under attack. 18-ish. My favorite squinty game, tea or background flower. Oh no. You're not wrong. Oh gosh. So yeah, daytime will prevent like all of the Greavard and the bayonet from spawning, as well as just make it a little bit easier to see the T's. So hopefully we're not near the end, or we're not near the beginning of the nighttime cycle, but we'll see. We're about halfway there in terms of defeating the Sinistes, I think. I do believe. We shall see if that continues. And then, yeah, the fun thing with Sinistea is that we need 2 in order to just evolve it. But then with the Sinistes, we could also see if we can get a authentic shiny, so which would be many more difficult in terms of odds wise, but we'll kind of see what happens. So I am keeping a rough mental note, Tipsy, a very rough mental note. Oh yeah. So there are authentic and phony Sinistea. I believe that the phony Sinistes versus, basically the only difference is that under the little cup, let's see, so like in here, under the cup, if it's authentic, it will have a little blue stamp, I guess, under the cup. And that's how we determine whether it's authentic or not. And so I think the authentic, I think we looked it up, is 1 in 100. That doesn't sound right. It sounds worse than that. Authentic Sinistea odds. What are the odds of it? So basically 1 in 10 is the odds for a authentic one. And so if you, which also seems very low, I feel like it was worse. But basically you could then get a authentic shiny Sinistea. So I don't think it's 1 in 10. I feel like that's wrong. But I don't know. That feels low, like low to me. I feel like it was much worse. But maybe not. Cause like I don't know if I've ever caught an authentic Sinistea before. So and we've caught quite a few. So I don't know. Alright, so I believe that's about 60. Cheryl. Let's go ahead and defeat one more for good measure. And then we will try a sandwich. Thankfully, it became daytime. So we got lucky there that we were at the end of the night cycle. Sure, let's do a picky nick. Let's see if we can get an authentic shiny Sinistea. That's not what I wanted. I wanted picky nick. I don't remember what the ghost sandwich is. But I believe it was it red onion? I think it was red onion was the ghost types love there. Where is it? Where's ghost? Red onion. Sure, let's do it. Let's make ourselves a sandwich. Get out of here, Piggy Peck. You're not a Swirlix. Alright, so we're gonna do tomato, onion, 2 red onion, green pepper, and a hamburger. And then we will do our final 2 Oiba Mystica. And we did save beforehand, so if we do not get a correct sandwich or we do not get a Sinistea, we can just reset that. Let's do these. There's a joke in there about how you make your breath deadly, but I cannot quite put it together. Boop and a boop and a boop. And then we'll throw just off. Oh, no, this is right. I was thinking we were forgetting the avocado, but that is a dragon sandwich. So we've got the reddish purple onion. This is quite the sandwich. And then we'll just toss the burger on over here. Throw the bread away and go boop. And I believe if we did it correctly, we will have procured quite the ghosty sandwich. Hopefully. Hopefully I did it correctly and I didn't just mess this up. Oh boy, it's a good sandwich. Got sparkling title, encounter power of ghost. So let's go try and spot a Sinistea. Alright, here we go. Where are the little cups at? You're not shiny. You're not shiny. Oh, there's a lot of cups over here, but I don't know if it's part of the Might be part of the outbreak. Oh my goodness. Hello, little cups. Just reset the outbreak by jumping over this wall. Yeah, the animation, they could have done a lot more with the animation. Like a lot more, and they didn't, and it's kind of a disappointment. Just especially after like all of the curry stuff, I feel like they did a really good job with the curry in not Sun and Moon, in Sword and Shield. But alas. Alright, I don't see a pink one. We are getting so many Sinistea though. Right, we'll jump over this wall and then we'll jump back. Alright. No one say anything about potato mochi. It's a secret. Alright. Hello, cups. Where is the pink cup? Oh, jeez. Oh, I haven't been paying. Swirlix. It's normal-ish. Normal and see-through. I'll figure out a better way to get that going. There's got to be a way to get rid of the black background. With the screen link, I just haven't Googled it, so. I don't see a pink cup, so let's hop the wall. Boop, boop, and reset all those spawns. That is the nice part about this little area, is that you don't have to picnic or run super far away in order to reset all the spawns. You just have to hop over that little wall, and then you technically enter the city. And so when you do that, it just wipes all of the existing spawns out, and then when you come back, they're all brand new. So it's very, very easy to hunt in this little area. Although, what are you doing here, you silly emu? Emus aren't ghost types. I feel like that wall is just asking to be invaded. It's a very, very small wall, but it's very effective. None of the Pokemon come in. You wouldn't think that would be the case, but somehow the little baby wall says no to the Pokemon. Alright. Blue, blue, blue. You are blue, blue, blue. I do love Sinistea. That was perhaps one of my favorite Pokemon that they added in Sword and Shield. Just not only is the pun elite with Sinistea and Poltegeist, they're also just really funny Pokemon, so I approve of them wholeheartedly, and they definitely jumped to the top of my list. This is also so much easier to hunt them than it was in Sword and Shield, because they didn't, until I guess the Crown Tundra. In the Crown Tundra, they started spawning in the overworld, and so you could just encounter them that way. But before they released Crown Tundra, they were only in grass, so you had to get lucky not only with the encounter that it was a Sinistea, but then also that it could be shiny and or authentic and that kind of stuff. So all right. We are getting a good amount of T-spawns, which is good. So one of these days, they will be pink, hopefully. And it's not honestly awful. Like, you have to get up close to them in order to see their color. But I was kind of expecting this to be a little worse, to be honest. So I want to see more of them in the TCG. I agree. I agree. You're a bird. You're not a ghost type. You're a low kicks. Get out of here. Stop it. Get despawned. Am I doing anything fun for my birthday? Nothing too like exciting. Nat and I are gonna go out to dinner tomorrow somewhere. Just for a fun birthday dinner, and then I'm getting dinner with my parents on Saturday. So just kind of a chill birthday. 28's not very special, so yeah, should be fun. I don't know where we're gonna go to dinner yet, but probably somewhere kind of fun. So I don't think any of those are pink. You're not pink. Pink. Wee. It's true, JJ. And then you get leftovers too. It's just a win. Goats are not a ghost type. So, and we might do like another dinner at some point or something, but... How was your nap? Jesus, welcome in. Thinking you might do an actual birthday party this year. Have not done it since you were 21. Nice. Oh, hello, T. Good nap. Gotta go get chicky nugs. Nice. We love a chicky nug. No, didn't raise no glitter. That's fair, Jojo. That's fair. Alright, none of these are pink. Thanks for stopping in for just a wee bit. Enjoy band and chicky nug. Alright, where's this dang tea? Also, I haven't been paying attention to Pokemon GO at all, so I don't have any idea if anything has spawned on my incense or not. I've been focusing on the tea. The tea! Which is funny, because I put it up there so that I would look at it. Because if it's just down by my side, I'm not looking at it. So... But I'm not looking at it anyway. So. Oh, you're not pink. Where are you? Oh. How are you spawning? It's not nighttime. I also had no idea that Greybird could spawn here. I don't think there was any T's that were pink. I don't think that's pink. I think that's still blue. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and hop the wall. Okay, one last look at these guys. Blue. Boop. My favorite Thai place just increase their serving sizes. I always eat my whole serving once, but they changed their containers and got 2 meals out of it. Nice. That'll do. I know. The camera, it's not really a zoom, but it acts as a zoom. It's actually like the fisheye. So like everything gets super distorted around it. But like if you aim it at something, it does zoom it in. So like it works. Oh, hello. Hello, little T. So it works occasionally if you're trying to see something, but you can also just get pretty close to it. They have a whole bunch of different little filters. So like you can do blurry, starburst, which I think if you point it at the sun, you get, yeah. Film, toy camera, monochrome, cool, retro. So they have a bunch, it's just a filter, but the filter acts as a zoom, which is kind of nice. So, but there is no zoom. There's just not a zoom option. You just have filters. So, hydrate. Okay. If only we could hydrate with some tea. But alas. But does your phone have a Rotom in it and also work as a Pokédex? That's what I thought. Ah. It does work as a Pokédex. No, yes. Yep. 50-50. You're still blue. Here, what? I think these guys are too far to technically be part of the outbreak. Ah, little T. It's a wee little T. Alright, still nothing. So let's hop the wall and go over this. None of you are ghost types. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't want your tea to be wee. That's fair. That is fair. That is a very fair point. However, where are you? None of these ones are pink. So let's go ahead and hop the fence. Whee! And we will just keep checking. We're about halfway through the sandwich at this point. And so we can reset afterwards if we do not find the tea. But hopefully that's not the case. We've been fairly lucky so far with our sandwiches. Has it only been dragon sandwiches that we haven't had at least one shiny on? Or have we done it with others too? Pretty sure what I told we need to make to tell JJ what happened being said last stream, and I have no recollection of what it was. I don't know if it was last stream. The stream before that was the shirt idea. But we've got that noted down. So that's a little flabé or a floette. I don't remember if there was something last. Yeah. I don't think there was anything from last stream. Sonic the Hedgehog streamer when? Sonic Frontiers or just like what was that? What was the like where he became a werewolf thing? What was that one? I don't remember. Or Sonic and the Black Knight. It's Sonic theory crafting. The one where he falls in love with an actual human woman. That's true. The soundtrack to that one was a bop. The game itself was not. Sonic Unleashed, that's the one. That's the one. That one was pretty fun. I played that one. Sonic 06, where he has like the yeah, exactly. That was not a good game. Also, the fact that that was 2006 just makes me fear myself a little bit. Like, how is that? What is that? What now? 20, like 18 years ago? That's wild. I don't think they made Greedent a lot more red in this game, which is rude because his shiny is just red. So I never know whether that Greedent is shiny or not when it spawns. We're getting kind of our second round of Swirlix here. Only Sonic was on the N64. My parents had, I don't remember, I think it was a Sega, it wasn't a Genesis, it was like the handheld one. That might have been the Genesis. No, I don't think it was. But they had like basically a Game Boy, but it was a Sega one. And they had like the original Sonic and Sonic 2 on it. And so that was my first Sonic. And it had a whole bunch of other Sega games on it, which was kind of fun. So Unpokemon kept up. Azumarill is in Scarlet and Violet. It was a terror for the Charizard raids back whenever they were. I have not caught a shiny Azumarill, but I've caught a shiny Marill. So I just need to evolve it up. Where's the Marill? Where's the Marill? There he is. So we have the neon green Marill, and so we just need to evolve it into the Azumarill. The golden egg. So we're... I feel like in terms of... Oh, that's something I wanted to do. I wanted to add where our current shiny total was at on screen, just so that we can keep that and kind of update that and that kind of thing. I don't know, Tipsy. I haven't decided yet. There's a good chance that I will want to. in terms of is not a thing to say during a Pokemon stream. I do what I want. So yeah, I think some sort of progress bar would be kind of fun. Whether it's like, oh gosh, we're surrounded by T's. Whether it's like an actual bar, that could be kind of fun, or whether it's just a like 60 out of 400 kind of just text. But I think a bar might be kind of fun. I'll see if I can add some sort of progress bar or something. You're not T's. I also don't feel like I've missed any of the Sinistes so far, so I feel like we're just getting a little unlucky. But they are small enough that I definitely could have, so I wouldn't put it past me, but I feel like we've been pretty thorough with that, so... But they are microscopic, so... Ghost Sandwich, please do not be like Dragon Sandwich. The last Ghost Sandwich that we had, it popped off. We got I think 4 shinies, right? We got 3 Fluttermane and then a Sandygast. So... And none of those were outbreaks, so they had even lower odds than the T's do at this moment. Let me just defeat another one just to be sure that we're near the 60 mark. I'm pretty sure I counted correctly, but everybody knows how well I count, and it's not well at all. So... But yeah, in terms of living shiny decks, I feel like it could be fun, and I'm trying to do a living shiny Dex in terms of like Pokemon Home, where all of my Pokemon go to be stored away forever. And so I feel like a living shiny Dex would be fun to try and do. They definitely have in Legends Arceus and then in Scarlet and Violet, they definitely have it. At least it feels like Pokemon can be shiny a lot better, and I think it's just because they spawn in the overworld. So you just see a lot more Pokemon than you did when it was kind of the random encounter stuff. Because you don't have to just encounter a random Pokemon in the grass and then see if it's shiny. So I mean, 100% I have more shinies between Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet than I do throughout the rest of the games. That's a firm fact. So you're a madman. All the shinies. Oops, all shinies. So, and honestly, it's just something to, and I think they're adding a DLC. There's so many just like rumors and shenanigans on like Twitter and just anything related to Pokemon, where they say that a DLC will be coming. I really hope they add a sparkle. Leave me alone, birds. But basically, there's this spot in the top right of the map that is just kind of like, it looks like dotted off. And it's kind of like what the Crater Paldea looks like, but also it's just different than the rest of the border. So people are assuming that that will be some sort of DLC area. So, and with that, they'll probably add new Pokemon and that kind of stuff, and really, really hope that they add a sparkle of some sort to this. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. So who knows, really? I don't know what they'll do with that. We're 5 minutes left on our sandwich. We're getting a lot of random spawns on this one, which I didn't expect. But leave it to a sandwich to not give us the full encounters, which is rude. On one of them we did tipsy that we had one where it didn't give us anything. So right now it's on par with the dragon. Let's hop the fence. Boop. Alright. No. Hello, bird. Tease. That's fair. Honestly, the story itself was also just kind of mediocre, so you didn't really miss too much other than just new Pokemon. So, I would definitely recommend Scarlet or Violet. They've been a lot of fun. And then even Arceus was a lot of fun too. The story of Arceus I felt like was a good time. And then with Scarlet and Violet's just a pretty standard main series game where you've got gyms, but then they've also added a little bit more in terms of story, which was kind of fun as well. So definitely recommend. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, and there is like the 4 frame rate per like frames per second sometimes, or like the guys walking in the background where they're just like glitchy heck. But honestly, it's not awful. We've seen some weird stuff, but like not enough to just like turn me away from playing it or anything. So nugget secured. Where did you go to get the nugs? I think we've checked this one before, but just in case. All right, little tease. I don't think any of you are pink. We fancy up in here, Jesus. We're feeling fancy. So the Swirlix are out and about. And we want a chocolate chip Swirlix. But we are running low on encounters, especially since they nerfed the incense. We'll maybe get like, what, 1 or 2 more encounters off the incense. And I think the static spawns are probably done, so Hello, Chansey. Chansey's running. Where are we at? Sandwich was. All right, we have 40 seconds. Let's try and get one more spawn out of this. Right. Where are there? Pommy. Pommies aren't ghosts. Alright, so it does look like... Ooh, we got another spawn. I don't think this sandwich will give us any teas. So, let's go ahead and... They're just off the cliff having a great time. Alright, so yes, now we're getting all of the other spawns. Oh, there's a Sylveon. Sylveon. I don't know which ones we've clicked, so I'm just gonna re-click them all. Alright, so since we did not get anything off that sandwich, let's try another one. The T's, the TTs. So yeah, I do not believe that we will also get a Swirlix, but it was worth a try. Worth a try for sure. What did I do? TT. That was JJ. JJ said that first. Alright, so let's go ahead and re-picnic. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make another sandwich real quick. Lion slander. Alright, so we'll do tomato, onion, nope, just one onion, 2 red onion, green pepper, and a hamburger with our 2 Oiba Mystica. And we will remake this sandwich and try our luck at teas again. Toss all the onion onto the sandwich. There's just so much onion. Just throw the bun off because nobody needs a top bun. We're fancy in this house. When people told me there was sandwich making, it is legit sandwich making. The odds and the physics of the sandwich making is just more effort than they put into the entire rest of the game. So, and then this animation is also hilarious. It really is the most polished part. So. Alright, we've got our ghost powers. Oh no, it's almost gonna be nighttime, isn't it? Alright, we'll just see how we do it. So yeah, we'll see how many bayonets. Big sandwich energy. It is good for ghosts, but it will also, I think, it'll spawn bayonets as well as Grievards, so maybe we'll get less. Sinistea. Also, it's raining now. Great. Now we're gonna have watered down tea. Nobody wants that. Also, there's just a random Glade in the background now, too. And a bird. Bayonet will be if we do see a shiny Bayonet. I really hope that there's another Bayonet nearby because it does become more blue, but if you just give me a Bayonet and tell me whether it's shiny or not, I don't know if I could tell. Like, it is a distinct shiny, but it's not distinct enough where I might be able to tell on its own. So, we'll see. So, like, here's all the Bayonets spawning. Hello, little teas. I'm afraid to hunt Haunter, to be honest. Really hard. Because, like, you just have to see its tongue. And if you don't see the tongue, you're out of luck, so... I have no idea whether we've checked these. I'm just gonna tap all of them. Real quick. Lamartin form Globus. Rosalia with the black rose is good. It's a good one. Yeah, I don't know if these are actually new Swirlix or not in Pokemon Go, but we're running on, what, about 1 minute left of Swirlix Spotlight Hour. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and get rid of it. They do gather, which is kind of nice. So, like, all the teas, if I stand still for long enough, will come to me, but they might also attack me. So, we might have an aggressive tea. I think we've tapped all these already. So, whee! It's a tea party. Brilliant. Brilliant. We do get so many Sinistea off these sandwiches. So, alright, there is the Pokemon Go experience. So I will just go ahead and hide that away now that it is no longer relevant. And we'll just keep going. See, like, this looks blue enough, but I don't think it is. Go. Defeat him. Yeah. Alright, so no shiny Swirlix in Pokemon Go, so we will focus exclusively on the T's now. Although we were pretty much just doing that anyway. If we see a T, remind me, and I can try and do it. Just that way. Because it's just habit to run into them, but I can try and send layout so she gets sad. 2 gyms, 1 base. Nice. Still super overpowered. as is tradition. Oh, there's one. All right, so here is the Leia reaction. She just says, nope, not today. I don't want to attack. So there's our shiny T. There he is. Now the big question, is it authentic? I don't think it is, because I think it's on the front, so. All right, so let's go ahead and catch this in a heal ball, as that is the closest Pokeball. Nope, your Pokemon will not kill shinies. It will just shake its head and basically be afraid, so. All right, so yes, this is a phony form of Shiny Sinistea, so let's keep it going. That was honestly actually pretty easy to see. And that was only 7 minutes in, so. Oh, thank you so much, Dakota. Appreciate it. Have a good one, and we'll chat later. Thanks for stopping in. Right, so I think that's it for this little round. Yeah. Let's hop over. Whee! We'll go back. Alright. So keep running around. Seeing if we can find more pink tea. This one came pretty quickly, opposed to the other sandwich. So hopefully we can get at least one more, because we still have 23 minutes left in the sandwich. So if we can get another tea just to, one, complete the Dex entry so we can get our full shiny living family in there. But also, if we could find an authentic one, that'd be pretty cool. So let's get rid of those Drifloons. Oh, that was enough. Cool. I don't even have to cross the full thing. Right. So yeah, and then I will try to figure out how to do we think like a progress bar that I can just increment? And so it's like a full, like, status bar would be fun, or should we just have the numbers? Or what do you think we should do for the Shiny Dex? What are we feeling? Progress bar would be fun if possible. Okay. I feel like it should be. I feel like that's pretty common on, like, for somebody to do on Twitch. So either there's some sort of template out there that I can just kind of use, or if I can just make one myself, probably isn't too bad. So, but I do think that would be fun, and then we can put it just either right below or like right above last shiny, or just even below the, like where the mountains are, might be kind of fun. So all right, so yeah, I'll see if I can do that, because I think that would be fun. Just some sort of visual cue as to where we're at in our shiny hunting Pokédex. Where the mountains are. Cool. Oh, I didn't even see those guys. They're so small. think no pink, so let's hop over. I'm trying to think about other ghost types as well, but I think we have most of them. Other than like Spiritomb, which I feel like is gonna be a pain. And I guess Frostlass counts. But I guess that's something we have to try and figure out too, is do we want to count shinies I already have? So like, for instance, I already have the full Shiny Ghastly line from Legends Arceus and the full Drifloon line from Legends Arceus. Do we want to count those? Or should we just say, in Scarlet and Violet, here is where we're at? Because like, once I transfer them over, or if I transfer them over from Pokemon Home, then technically they'll count towards the number. So what we could do is, I guess, just don't do those hunts, but just have, and not increment them until we can officially count them towards the dex. But I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. There's a lot of criteria we can do with this hunt, so. The Vivian. So, but we do have one Sinistea, which is good. I do want to try and find, whether it's shiny or not, I do want to try and find an authentic one. Just to have. Because I don't think I ever found one in Sword and Shield either. So it would be kind of fun to find one for that reason. But who knows? You're not tease. None of you. Let's see. We have 16 minutes left, so we still have over half the sandwich. In order to try and find. Do I even have to jump? Oh, I don't. I don't even have to jump over the wall in order to enter the city. That's nice. So going forward, we can just run up to the wall. I don't have to worry about like hopping over, so it saves just a minuscule amount of time, but it does save a little time, so. Run close to the wall. Although it doesn't look like it's the full wall. It's only like right here. Interesting. Huh. I don't know what's special about that section of Alfornado that makes it not penetrable by the wall. So, let's see. T's over here. Here's a little Floette. Floette's also going to be a pain to try and shiny hunt. Just because it's also small, but rather than the entire thing being shiny, it's just its little bottom part is purple rather than green, so. I would honestly love it if they did a Kalos DLC. Whether it's like a lot of Kalos or just like the southern part of Kalos, I think it would be really fun. I really liked Kalos. The story was kind of just meh, but it is a Pokemon game. But I really loved all the Pokemon that they introduced in Kalos. I thought it was really fun. And yeah, since Paldea is technically Spain, and Kalos is technically France, they border each other anyway. And since if you're considering this kind of Spain, this kind of fits the whole France thing to a certain degree. So I mean it looks possible for sure. I wouldn't be mad by any means. I think it would be really fun. I guess it would really just kind of depend on how they do it as well. If they kind of just make it kind of lame, it'll be kind of boring. But if they add a whole bunch of new like Kalos Pokemon and that kind of stuff, I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, and yeah, that striped area is just, it's asking for conspiracy theories. Pokemon XY remake in Scarlet and Violet. Honestly, the dream is for them to just make one big Pokemon game, where you can just go to any region you want. You can like reset your Pokemon, things scale. That's always been kind of the dream Pokemon game. I don't know how they would do it effectively. But I think that would definitely be a lot of fun. We all live in a Pokemon world. Pokemon. So let's get rid of the Swablu. Hey, stay out of there. Game runs worse on the 3DS with the 3D effect. It's true. That it was a very cool concept, the whole 3DS thing. It just did not work great. Please don't DCMA me. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do it. I promise. It wasn't me. T on a mission. Let's see. Blue. Alright, we're at 11 minutes and counting. I really hope that we just want one more tea, please. Just one more. One more tea. I think any of them are shiny right now, so we'll go ahead and run against the wall. Reset all of these spawns. And we'll get a bird. None of you are pink. Let's go ahead and reset. I need to save just in case the game decides to glitch out, as it is tradition. The outbreaks they change depending on like what Pokemon it is. Also, the same number of Pokemon can spawn in different spots. So it's pretty random, but it's per day. So All right, Jesus, have a good band practice. We'll chat later. Drum away, sir. E. So no pink tea there. Boop. Oh, I didn't go close enough to the wall. For the last 8 minutes, I think I'm gonna be pretty short, so we'll just do one little loop around to see if there is a shiny Sinistea, and if not, we'll just immediately reset the spawns rather than trying to look around too closely. Just to see if we can maximize the number of teas we can get in this last few minutes here. Because the odds definitely work regardless of how quickly we reset them. So and reset. Does that do it? Those are new. Wow, okay. Those reset really quick. Tease. Nothing there, so let's hop the fence. We'll go back over. Do a quick circle just to see if there are any pink teas. And if not, we will just reset again. They do squeak. It's a very cute, their cry is very cute. Just keep going. Okay, nothing, so we're just gonna reset. There's some Greavard. Not our shiny. Taking up some of our Sinistea spawns, which is rude. And then reset these guys. A few. Oh. Okay. So let's go ahead and reset again. So I actually think that they're pretty noticeable after seeing that one. Like you can't tell from a distance. Like I couldn't just reset and go looking from here. But like when you get, it's not like it's a hidden shiny, which is nice. It's not like Tandemouse or anything like that, so. Pretty lame. I didn't get very many Sinesteas from that one, so let's go ahead and reset. That actually do it. There. Bees? Not the bees! Okay. Go boop. Go boop. Any? There's one. Just one T? That's so rude. We're at 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. So we're running towards the end here. No, goats. So we'll see if we can get one more. But quick. Make sure that we're above that 60 mark. I'm pretty sure we are, but just to make sure. I believe the shiny yards are still like 1 in 500, so we're not like expecting a lot with these. Even though some of them definitely feel like we should get a lot. Cloud birds. Go away, now come back. Drifloon are taking up ShinyDex spawns, which is rude. Metatites and Flaffy? What is this? On a ghost sandwich, you're giving me this? Go away. Stupid Metatites. Taking up our ShinyDex spawns. In and at a minute now, so let's see if we can go somewhat faster here. Try and get as many as we can in this last minute. Okay. Go over, back. Where are we at? 30 seconds left. There wasn't a lot there either. Come on, tease. Metatites. Alright, and that is the sandwich. So, we did get one, which is very good. We will take our shiny tea, our little pink tea. And honestly, we could just keep doing this for a little bit if we wanted to. The outbreak will stay. Our odds will go down just a little bit. It's not too much, to be honest. So while I try, or I guess while we just try and think of something else that we want to try and shiny hunt, I'm out of Herba Mystica, so we can't do like a high odds hunt. We can do like kind of what we did with Cloth, where we just try and raise the encounter on it, and just kind of see if we can get a shiny from there, where it doesn't use any Herba Mystica, but we just try and see if we can get a shiny charm shiny, or something like that. I don't know. What are we thinking? Any ideas of Pokemon we want to hunt? I feel like we should try and do newer Pokemon with those ones, just to try and, I don't know, just try and hunt them a little bit more. So I guess while I'm doing this, let me get Sinistea on our little layout. Hide the Whoop. Hide the Whoop and the Goom. Bring over the T as our last shiny. Boop. So, let's see. Run to the next location and give ourselves odds for a random trip shiny. QT. Ha! Got him. That could be fun. Just see if we can randomly encounter some. Pick a destination and kind of just run there and see if anything happens, is what you're thinking? I'm down. We could run, let me think. Where's a fun area around here? Because we're near Alfornata. Bunch of little Floats. I don't think any of them are shiny. No. Right. That's very true. We have gotten a lot of shinies that way. Yeah, let's just go exploring. Let's do 2 more little runs at the Sinistea just to see if we can get lucky. And then if not, we will see more Drifloon. We'll go just kind of pick an area that we want to run to, and we'll run there. We'll give our character some exercise and just run all the way across Paldea. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can get a last minute shiny here. And then we'll just pick a spot where we want to go and we'll run there. Becoming Forrest Gump. Perfect. That's Forrest Gump Simulator. So I do not see any pink teas. So let's go ahead and, where do we want to run to? So we're on top of this cliff right now. We could try and run down like along here, kind of up, and just make our way kind of like towards Caracaffa if we want. That's kind of the most logical path, and then we can maybe cut through Cortando. Let's do it. Alright, so yeah, we'll just kind of run through. Of Sylveon, why aren't you blue? So yeah, everything at this point will have shiny charm odds. We do need to do a Fido hunt soon. Maybe that can be the next. I don't think I've ever seen a Fido outbreak. So we might just have to try and pick a spot and see if we can get a shiny at some point. So slide down here. Let's go ahead and run into this cave. Also, I think it's just like a little more, it's like a wheat bread rather than a white bread. That's how I think the shiny there looks for Fido. But yeah, just kind of. Let's see, so we got some dino in here, toxicity, some glimmet. Glimmet's a fun one. Ooh, Pupitar. Also apparently items that I missed. On our way up, so yeah. I guess while we're just running across Paldea, trying to think of other fun games that we can play, so that we don't get Pokemon'd out, which I don't know if could happen, but I'd rather not find out. I'd just rather try and proactively make it not happen just in case. But I think some other games that we could try is we could try some Pokemon Unite. Is that shiny? That is a shiny! Wow, Tipsy, well done. That'll do. There's a shiny toxicity. All right, that'll do. Well, Tipsy for the win. We will take a random shiny any day. I don't know if we can get it in a Pokeball or if that's the closest match. I feel like it is, because of the red. But oh, thanks, Leia. Yeah, I think actually the repeat ball might be the best one. Do you guys agree with repeat? With kind of the red and the yellow in there? Yeah, repeat. And we've got it. Repeat ball worked well because we already had it, so the odds of it catching it was higher as well. So, all right, guys. Well, there's a toxicity amped form. In the shiny variety, it is red rather than pink, so a very good shiny. Here's a TM, and we barely made it off the little plateau. And we already found a shiny. So honestly, this does seem like the way. So we'll just keep running now. And yeah, that was wild. Cool. All right, so let's keep running. What was I talking about? Oh, so we could try and do some Pokemon Unite. It's kind of like, what is it? It's kind of like League of Legends on a very, very lesser scale, I think, is its closest comparison. Or I think, is it MOBA? Is that the technical gaming term for what it is? It is pretty fun. I haven't played a lot of it, but it technically is a competitive game. So that could be maybe kind of fun for maybe a stream. I don't know if it's a multi-stream kind of thing, but maybe like just a stream to try and see what it's like. There's no Pokemon along this route. What the heck? There would be Pokemon up here. Alright, just keep going until we see a Pokemon. Maybe this is a little flatter, so maybe we'll see something here. What else? What I really do want to try and do at some point is figure out if I can do some sort of like emulator or something and try and do try and do an older Pokemon game. So whether that be, I have no idea whether the Tynamo or Shiny, that's probably going to be a nightmare of a shiny hunt to do, is Tynamo. So I think that could be kind of fun if I could try and figure out how to do some sort of emulator, because I own all the Pokemon games already. And so if I can figure out a way to try and do that, I think that could be kind of fun. And then we can just kind of pick one depending on if I can get all of them or just some of them. I don't know how that'll work, but we can just kind of pick one of the older games to do. What is this? Oh, it's a Wingull. It's weird. So I don't think any of those are shiny. So like Heart Gold or Soul Silver could be kind of fun. Go to Johto. And that's a newer remake of an older game. So it's the remake of Gold and Silver. But that one could be kind of fun because you still get to go back to Kanto in that one. So there is kind of 2 games in one-ish. So I think that would be kind of fun. And honestly, that might be the move, just to try and keep things interesting and not just Scarlet and Violet for the next 6 months or however long. Because like we can only open so many Pokemon cards and that kind of stuff to like keep it interesting, especially with the sets. After the first few times, they get a little repetitive. So that might be the move if we want to stay Pokemon related, which I think I do. I think I just want to stick to Pokemon because like we could go the whole Fortnite and we did a couple Fall Guys ones which were fun, so we could do maybe a little more of those. I thought those were fun to do. I really wish we could go back through Pokemon Snap for the first time again, because that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Pokemon Snap. But let's see, where are we? I also want one of each Deerling eventually as well, but that's gonna be a pain. The Deerling shiny isn't a lot. And I think the flowers on its head go from yellow to pink. So it's not very different of a shiny with that one. So we'll have to see. Whenever we try and do that hunt, it'll be a little bit of a pain. Oh, it's alright. Ruby and Sapphire, so I actually know what's happening. We could do that. That's a fun one. Did you never play through like Gold or Silver? feel like those ones were fun. Crystal. Crystal could be fun. If we do find a 5-star raid, we can go ahead and do that too. Oh, I ran into the Wooper because I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, I think maybe that's what I'll try and do over the next few days. Is just try and figure out how to do. Oh, it's a goon. I feel like it can't be that hard, right? Somebody's done it. Somebody probably has documentation of some sort online where we can figure out how to do it, so. Let's see. Go check out this Dragon Terra raid. Oh, I need to add toxicity to the layout. Boop. There we go. Oh, the dragon is down here, so let's jump off a cliff. Whee! Thank you, phone. It is a 4-star cryogonal, so that's not super helpful. Let's see. Mastiff is shiny. He becomes kind of purple. Purpley black, I think, is the color for Mastiff. We already have the Knacklings. Starly. Don't care about Starly. Your orange. So I guess how retro do we want to go? Do we want to do like if I can figure this out? Do we think like Crystal? Do we want to do a little more modern with like Heart Gold? Do we want to do Ruby Sapphire? What are we feeling? So that I can try and focus on something to try and get. Let's see, because I don't think, honestly, all of them are fun. Pretty much, yeah. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are, they're technically remakes of Gold and Silver, but they definitely have more Crystal vibes in them. It's different, but it also, they kind of incorporate a little bit of the Crystal story into Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So if we're going that far back, I wouldn't mind Red or Blue. I haven't played before. Okay. Give it a shot. I'll see what I can find, because in theory it shouldn't be too hard, but I don't know. Mostly because Nintendo and Pokemon are pretty strict with a lot of their stuff. So I don't know if how easy it'll be. I feel like it's probably not bad, but I don't know. Wheezy boys. Got some Dex, some Azumarill. Sorry, Azurill. Grafaiai could be kind of a fun one, along with Shroodle, to try and hunt soon. Because like obviously we'll need it, but I think that's one I don't think about very often. That could be kind of fun. And it's a new Pokemon, so that could be cool. Lots of Pikachu. None of them are a little more orange. What is that? Oh, it's an Applin. Oh, there's a bunch of little Applins in this tree. Oh wait, no. Or is that a Boonsweet? It's a Boonsweet. It's fun. Oh, hello Pikachu. Oh, hello Pikachus. 'Tis not, it is a little, it's a Boonsweet. I was mistaken for another small little fruit Pokemon that hangs in trees. Oh, I didn't see the Diglett. It's so small. Alright. Cool. Yeah, because I think that could be a fun way to break things up a little bit, is to do a retro-ish Pokemon game. Just kind of play through it. Obviously, we can't, like, catch Pokemon or, like, shiny hunt too much in them. We can, but I'll be sad if we can't transfer over the shinies. I think that would be a bummer. So we can just kind of play it for the story. Maybe do a little shiny hunting, depending on if we're feeling risky or not. But yeah. Jigglypuff's shiny has green eyes, but otherwise it's the exact same. Tis a bad shiny indeed. Hop it. Come up here, see what's up here. But yeah, and then I think honestly just trying to think of, ooh, I think we can actually get a lot of Herba Mystica from these guys. So let's do this one real quick, especially because we have Iron Hands that I beefed up. Oh wait, am I not? Oh, I'm offline. Clips. Connect to the internet real quick and let's do this. Because I think they're one of the Pokemon that have the highest drop in Herba Mystica, and since it's a 5-star, I think this will be potentially a good raid to do for it, so. Of course, we will need people to we've got another Iron Hands. Let's see what these other people change to. Another Iron Hands. All Iron Hands. This will be a fun time. I'm gonna smack a Dodonzo. I guess we could, if we wanted to, we could do a little Animal Crossing. Kind of do some. I technically have a new Switch, so I think I can start a new island without destroying my old one. Which is kind of fun. If we wanted to. Otherwise, I can transfer the save over, and we can do some, just like Happy Home, the island, or like the DLC with the, what's it called? Where you just build houses and stuff. That could be kind of fun. Colors out. What does Tickle do? Oh. Interesting. So... But yeah, I think we'll have to try and branch out a little bit, but I think the retro Pokemon games might be a fun choice, so... We'll just have to figure out how to do that, but I don't think it should be that hard. Oh yeah, this one was an easy one. We love it when everybody is competent. Nice. Speedy. We do not need to catch it, and let's see if we get lucky with some Herba Mystica. We did. We got one. We'll take one. And an ability capsule, which once again does not help us out too much, but it is a good item. But we will take the Herba Mystica. So we need one more. So if we encounter another 5-star raid or something around, we can do that. I think it is better if we host them, because then I can be more picky about who gets in and stuff. With the birds? No. Let's see. What I really wish is that there was a good way to do it, like, on the Game Boy or whatever. Because, like, I have all of the games. So I wish there was a good way to actually be able to stream from... What is this? It's a hidden Terra Pokemon. Like, I wish there was a good way to be able to stream from, like, a DS or a Game Boy or something. Because then it wouldn't matter, because then I could stream any of them, at least that was on the DS side of things. So that it covers most of them, to be honest. Because even then... They have the little Game Boy slot, so I can play anything up to Game Boy, so... But alas... Boards. Lots of boards. Item. Tell, but I don't believe any of those are shiny. I'm excited for Crown Zenith to come out. I think the set itself has a lot of really cool cards in it. So I think that comes out in, I think next week. I think next Friday. So probably not next week, but the week after we'll be able to do some Crown Zenith openings, which will be kind of cool. It is the final set of Sword and Shield. So it'll be the final Gen 8 set. Before Scarlet and Violet comes out, which I think is March. So I think the first Scarlet and Violet set comes out in March. So welcome in. How you doing? None of these. We also still need a Nimble for the Dex. Whee. Oh, there's a small capsicid that just looks like one of those flowers. That I just completely missed. Rockruff is a very good shiny too. Let's see. Playing in my Oculus is playing this game called Gorilla Tag. Uh-oh. It's where you're a funny cartoon monkey and you can only move using your arms. That sounds funny. Nice. That's one thing that I've done a little bit of VR. Because Jesus had I think it was an Oculus. But when we lived together, we did a little bit of VR for fun, but nothing too intense. So, oh geez, I fell in the river. It's a wheezy boy. Yeah, the bummer part for me, and we didn't have like any glasses adapters, but for those not great in seeing without glasses, it wasn't the best. It was still just a little blurry, which wasn't fun. So I know they make like glasses adapters and that kind of stuff, but we didn't have any, so it made it a little less fun. But it was still a really good time. It was a lot of fun, so. But that was 2-3 years ago. So I'm sure they've only gotten better as well. So that's so much fun. Alright. Keep running around for a little bit longer. I do need to go soon-ish to eat dinner. Because food is important. But streaming is fun. And this is the best time to stream, is over dinner time. So we'll just run up kind of to the top of this mountain, see if we can do anything, and then we'll make it to Cascarafa to see if we get anything there. And we'll go kind of make it in. That's really true. I'm sure that if you do it frequently, you get less motion sickness. And honestly, not a bad idea to try and reduce that as well. Unless it's a roller coaster. Yeah, I'm sure that'd be a nightmare. If you get even just a little motion sick, I'm sure that would... Even if you don't, I feel like that would be a bad time. Little Sharkadet. You don't have blue eyes. So let's go down. Like, what is this? It's just a weird dirt patch on this mountain. So let's go. Follow this trail a little bit. Little. It's a little flittle. Little nimble. I've definitely gotten better with the Pokemon names for all the new generation stuff. I think it's finally starting to stick in my brain, which is good. It definitely took a little bit. That's what, been about 2 months. But I think we're getting there, so. This is the opposite way of Cascarafa. Turn around. We gotta head back down there. Actually, let's check out. I don't think you're shiny, but I can't tell, so I'm gonna have my dog attack you. Green. I don't know how obvious Numel would be either in terms of being shiny. Because the only difference is its back turns more blue. But I don't know if, like, how blue that it'll be. You know? Yeah, definitely would have to get close to be able to see. It's a 4-star primate. Let's go down the cliff. Come on, you can do it. Whee. Right, let's see. Run through the desert a little bit just to see if there's anything in here. Stonejourner is definitely a shiny that I want to try and hunt soon as well. It's just a really fun Pokemon. And then it has a really good shiny as well. It's kind of like a dark gray, almost black color rather than the light gray. So it's a very, very good shiny in my opinion. I don't know what Sandile's shiny looks like. That's one that I just don't know. If memory serves, I don't think it's a good one. Oh, so many Pokemon. Yeah, I love it a lot. Some of the animations they really just nailed in this game. Which is so fun. And I don't know why they didn't do it for all of them. A 3-star or Seviper. A rock Seviper. Let's see, you're not a shiny Cyclizar. I think their shiny is a little more white colored, or like gray. Oh. The internet just died. Let me, let's do that real quick, just in case something else decides to happen. Because I don't trust it at all. Zero trust. I still don't know what the evolution... This is one that I still don't know is the evolution to Relor. The beetle. I don't know its evolution's name. Mostly because I think we only have one. I evolved one in order to complete the Pokédex, and that was it. And they don't spawn in the wild or anything, so it's not like I've never seen it. So it's kind of one of those where I'll have to learn it by actually trying to memorize it versus just encountering it, which is kind of annoying. But here's Tinkatuff, Tinkaton. Alright, let's get that. Really creepy worm. Orthworm? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about Sandaconda? Or not Sandaconda. Oh, what is the baby one? Silicobra? The snake one? Where is one? Where's the Silicobra? Ooh, a star piece. Of course, right when we want to see a Silicobra, there is none. Or are these? No. That's a Sandaconda, so that's its evolution. Oh, this one? Is this who you're talking about? Yeah, it's Silicobra. So it is. It's from Gen 8, so Sword and Shield, they introduced it, and then its evolution is the other one over here. From a distance, it's horrifying. That's true. It just has a really big head. Up close, mildly cute. There's a Dawn fan. Ooh, another star piece. This desert's gonna make us rich. Hello, you will be shiny at some point for me. However, we have now made it to Cascarafa. So I think we'll go ahead and end it here tonight. We'll end on a healing note, so we'll heal up our Pokemon. But we did end up getting 2 shinies today. We got the Sinistea as well as the random Toxtricity on our just venture from Alfornata to Cascarafa. So I'll go ahead and save as well. Next stream is on Thursday. We will be doing more shiny hunting, trying to get our Shiny Dex up. So in the meantime, I'll try and work on the progress bar as well as seeing if I can figure out how to do kind of retro Pokemon streaming. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night. Bye.